What's going on, guys? So here we are. I think it's like the 5th or 6th day, maybe the 7th, of the deal I found that Geertz closed on, Porter House. Me, Spreewell, young Pablo, we're all doing our thing. So right now I'm taking off quarter round. Now, remember, most of these things, I'm not no pro at, right? It's only I've done it a couple times. I've helped renovate one other house, open and close, but it's the knowledge that I've learned that I'm sharing with you because they tell me that's what you do. Once you find out what's gonna make you free, you share it with the world for free. So here, taking off the quarter round, take a look here. The first time I ever did this, it took me, I broke some pieces, but now as you can see, I think it's about the 15th piece and I broke one, so that's not bad. Now why I'm doing this and not breaking these pieces, I don't even know if Geertz wants to save them. But I do know that if we can paint them and reuse them, it's going to save him money. And that's key in this game, is saving money wherever you can, right? So now, when you're doing this, you get your Croas here. At first you just want to crack the paint pretty much, right? Well, not just crack the paint, but crack it, right? Now I've learned that if you start to pry from this corner, you're generally going to break it unless you're lucky, because this one butts into that one. So generally, you want to start over here, right? Let's go a little bit harder and a little bit more. And then you'll notice it'll start to crack and you'll see the nails. And once you see the nails, you go right where the nail is and you pry it out. Slowly though, you don't want to pry it all out at once because you're going to break it then, right? The quarter round. Bam. So that's one nail. 2 nails. 3 nails, because generally nails are 12 inches apart, right? So you can give it a rough estimation there, right? And there you go. So now every piece now we had to take it off. I waited a while to do this because we weren't sure what we were doing with these floors. The floor guy came in and said, these floors, if I refinish them, you're gonna have like a ½ inch of floor left, which and then the piss stains inside the living room after young Spreewell here, aka Tanner Moore. Is that how you pronounce your last name, Moore? Tanner Moore and me, we pulled up the carpet. There's all kinds of stains. They might come out, they might not. So then Geertz came to the conclusion that floating vinyl floor all throughout. So now I have to take up the quarter round to butt in the new flooring, paint it, we'll stain it to cover up the cracks and whatever. After I pull the nails out, put it back. I just saved money on quarter round throughout the place. It looked nice and shiny, matched the walls, and looked like a brand new build does. What else did I do today? I put the vapor barrier on this insulation in the bathroom. Now remember, when you got these houses and they're not rented, right? Because I'm pretty sure Matt told me that. Matt told me that the goal for this place is he's gonna hold it for a year, rent it, cash flows $350 bucks, hold it for a year to avoid capital gains, right? And I don't care how many write-outs you have, you want to generally avoid capital gains, is provided your lender, your money lets you do that, right? So now, just like I told Tanner, during the day, hydro is doubled, or whatever that is, has doubled, right? So during the day, I don't turn on a single light, and then when I'm here, as long as there's light coming in windows, I keep the lights off because you want to save money, because when this place isn't cash flowing and you're working on it, it's costing money in property taxes and hydro and water. But as long as you don't use that stuff, you're good to go, right? So I did those 2 vapor barriers. I cleaned out these fridges. They're for sale. Holler at me, $3.99 to steal the deal. Oh, let me tell you a little bit about these fridges, okay? If you need a fridge, if you need a stove, if you got a new kitchen going on, you got a rental unit where you go into some cheap fridges, these are the best to buy, okay? Let me tell you something about these fridges. This right here, this is the same fridge that Mike Tyson stashed the beer in when he put it on his hurt ear after Holyfield bit it off in the 3rd round. This stove right here, this is the stove out of Gucci Mane's kitchen. Remember the song, the first one that made Gucci Mane popular? Put the pounds in the trash can, Gucci does the dishes. Ain't nobody mess with my kitchen. Bought it old school, then I sat it on 6s. Right, so, okay, let's keep going. By the way, I'm off the clock right now. You know, I clocked out like an hour ago because I've been working slowly because I'm so tired from yesterday. I don't charge for dog fuckery, right? So, excuse my language. I came down here. I took this laundry tub out. I moved all the appliances into the middle. Al's coming in on Sunday to do the paint. I was going to attempt to do drywall boarding for my first time. This still has to be cleaned up a little bit better, right? I already cleaned it up once. I cleaned up this room, whatever. Just don't. I showed them yesterday this. I cleaned that room up yesterday, right? So now, Al's coming in to do kill all of the walls, the kills paint. So the goal was to make everything so easy for him to access, to get him in and out as quick as possible, because he's also a busy guy, right? And this game time's your most valuable asset, especially when you get to a higher level. Yeah, so if you watch all my YouTube channels, man, you're gonna see me in the wintertime going door to door. And hey, slowly but surely, show you how it's done.